Legacy teams progress from surviving together to thriving forever. Sounds almost like a rap song, but it does more than just rhyme and have a great cadence. It takes us to today's question, which is how can a legacy focused leader transform a team into a legacy building, thriving forever force? I'm Denise Miller, your Leadership Lady Live. Remember to hit the thumbs up or the heart, to follow or subscribe, and to share if you like this content. First, realize legacy is never built alone. The greatest leadership and team legacies in history were created by brilliant individuals who knew how to multiply their impact through others. Your values, vision, and innovations will continue through your team long after you're gone. So, my question is, are you building a team that depends completely on you, or is your team being empowered by you so that they can create legacy? Here's the foundation to creating legacy DNA among team members. There are 5 elements. The first is to establish the core genetic code that will replicate your impact through others. Legacy team members aren't just working for paychecks, they're contributing to something larger than themselves. They have shared purpose that is based on their contribution and their team's contribution to the world around them. Team members are much more about their contribution to the shared purpose than they are about individual accomplishment, often more than even obtaining great money. When chaos hits or there is a crisis and the team members have a shared purpose, they don't scatter. They rally. They rally to continue to fulfill their purpose as they navigate through the situation. The second is you must have values that function well under pressure. Values are the operating system that runs when pressure exceeds your ability to closely direct or manage team actions. These can be called pressure tested values. Third, review your current challenges and ask what principles are guiding our best decisions. Those are not your aspirational values, what you'd like to do. They're your functional values, what actually happens and why it happens. Document those values, discuss them with your team. More importantly, defend them even when it's difficult and stand on them no matter what. The fourth is to develop a story-driven culture because legacy teams share more than information. They share stories. The stories you tell about overcoming obstacles become the playbook for future challenges. The stories about team members become the standard for future performance as those stories are told and retold again. Fifth, create a story bank, a collection of moments when your team demonstrated your values, your team values, your functional values under pressure and despite opposition. These stories become more powerful than any policy manual. You can start to build that foundation to establish legacy DNA with these 5 steps. And also remember that legacy is built one intentional choice at a time. So you only need to implement these steps one at a time. The companies that master this transformation fastest are the ones that get hands-on support during implementation. As we remember this week's phrase, which is we unite in chaos, we stay composed in crisis, we transform through challenges, and we build legacies that last. Also, remember that your team is more than just a random workforce, they are a legacy force. I've discovered that when teams follow this framework, they move beyond merely surviving chaos. In fact, other teams and organizations study what they've done, and they do it because they want to replicate those results. If you desire to build this legacy level of transformational impact with and for your team, let's connect to discuss how we can work together to accelerate the performance. In my organizational development, leadership, and communications workshops, and in my coaching, we dive deep into customizing these plans for your team's dynamics and for the industry challenges that your organization faces. Because here's what I know: when you work to develop a leadership team, then you work to have legacy. I'm Denise Miller, your Leadership Lady Live. Remember to hit the thumbs up, the heart, to follow, to subscribe, and to share this content with someone you know will appreciate it. Have a great balance of the day.